Well, hey family, happy Wednesday. This is Darlene. So, what I'm doing with the one bead necklaces, they are requiring quite a bit of wire. I don't want to use all my wire to be making these one bead necklaces, right? So, I'm going to show you what I did, and it's literally just these um, one bead. So, a while back, I got some earring. They're supposed to be earring hoops from Timu, and I got these at no cost because they were sending me product for free, like free product. And then these came in, and I never used the wire because it's so, I guess, yellowish looking, but they will suffice for what I am doing, right? So what I'm doing with these is I'm literally taking it apart out the hook. I'm going to straighten it out like this. And if you have one of those tools that you can just straighten the wire out with, goody for you. Um, I'm going to go ahead and bend the end back like that. Go ahead and straighten that piece of wire. And this is what the wire would look like if I cut the wire off of my spool. So I am going to take a bead. I'm going to put the bead on there. And then this is what we got. I'm going to go ahead and close this off. And then we'll just wrap the wire around it like this. And I'm not going to even use all the wire because I still need my hole to be a size where I can get this cord through. Actually, I can do it. Let me see something. And then I'm going to wrap the wire around a little bit more. And then I'll cut it off, and I can use this little part I got left for maybe some earrings. And I'm going to cut that wire off right there, and it leaves about that much. I am going to go ahead and close the wire down, folding it right up under the wire like that. And then for this, I'm not putting any charms or anything on the bottom. I'm going to just go ahead and bend that wire down, close it, and then I'll come out with another easy one bead necklace. And you can see how easy these are, how fast they are to make. Really cute, just enough for people who like to wear simple necklaces. And if you have certain type of beads that are a gemstone, that are agate, that are, whatever type of gemstones or stones that they are, and even if you had them for a really long time, I mean, a really long time, where you feel like you're not losing anything on using the beads, right? And the idea is some very inexpensive, quick necklaces that you can have on your table to sell. Something quick, something easy. I can't tell you what to charge for them. I know what I charge for them, and I literally make a killing. If you don't make a killing, it's only because you're charging too much for them. And if you got product in the sense of supplies that you've been having for like a really long time, and you haven't been able to do anything, with those supplies, this is where that comes in at low, cheap, inexpensive, cute pieces to sell. I would rather the items be gone out of my house and sold, as opposed to just sitting somewhere. It's like, no, y'all got to get out of my house. You ain't paying no bills up in here. You ain't invested in nothing. You ain't got no creative juices flowing. No, nothing. No, you got to go. You got to go. And my job is to figure out how to find them a new home. And I think I've done that with these. So I'm going to try them at a couple of other spots because I do know those other little necklaces that I made maybe a year or two ago. Those sold really well too. Um, anything that's cute and inexpensive, people gonna buy. And I do know we spend time, effort, and money on what it is that we're doing. But sometime every once in a while, Neiman and Marcus has sales, Nordstrom's have sales. I mean, like every retail brand that you know of have sales. I mean, they could start off charging an arm and a leg for something, and you can go in one day and get that item for $5. Now look how cute those look. Quick, easy, one bead, 100 cords. You can get 100 cords for $8.99. I think I'll put the link down there. I think there's a link somewhere, but I'll put the link down there if you want to get some of these. $8.99. And all of us have beads, bags of beads somewhere. And try to use the jazziest beads that you have. If you want to go more feminine, go more feminine. If you feminine, if you want to go more masculine, go more masculine. The idea is, to get rid of all those beads that we generally will use to make bigger items like bracelets and necklaces and all those type of things. And again, if you don't make a killing with these necklaces, when you go out and sell, that means you're selling them too expensive, right? And the idea is not to sell them at a very high price point. Well, why is that, Darlene? Well, first of all, remember, I didn't pay anything for these. These were free to me, so I'm not losing anything on these in particular. Some of these beads, the bigger beads like this that I'm using, praise God, I got these in a box that one of the subscribers sent me. So I didn't spend any money on those beads, and there's a whole lot of them that I'm going to be using, and those were at no cost to me in the sense of paying dollars, right? Maybe creative equity or time equity or something like that I've paid, but in the sense of currency, I didn't pay anything for them. The wire, like I said, I'm going to be using this wire right here, which is free of charge to me. Um, these things, the cords, I paid $8.99 for 100 of them. So by the time I have all these pieces together, necklaces, I'll divide it and do my math and do all that. And I guarantee you, I'm coming out making a killing across the board, an absolute killing. And sometimes you just really got to do that. If you take on the mindset like how the bigger brands do, that's why you're able to go in on Black Fridays. That's why you're able to go in anytime they got those specials going on. They make it a price at a certain time where you can go in and spend money like that. And the same philosophy has to be applied when we're doing what we're doing too. And I know people be like, well, I ain't gonna be charging whatever, let's just say $10. I'm not gonna be charging $10 for mine, and I da 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 da. Well, you know what? That's on you. I'm not telling anybody what to charge, how to charge it, or anything like that. That's why a lot of people get stuck with a lot of stuff because you're not adopting the the philosophy that a lot of these big brand retailers, have. You gotta kind of follow suit with those people, not people, but them brands on how they're doing what they're doing. But anyway, I'm gonna use another wire, and I got quite a bit of these to be using, And even if I buy these, like these little ones right here on Amazon, they're probably pennies. They probably don't cost very much at all. In fact, I'm gonna check after I finish using them all. But we're gonna go ahead and use this gemstone. We're gonna go ahead and make another necklace real quick. They're easy, they're quick, it's nothing to them. And just as easy and quick as they are, that's how easy and quick your money should be coming in at the table. I can't promise you anything, but I do know the right price, the right cuteness, they should be flying off of your table in reality. And then we're going to go ahead and put this one on a cord. And That's all we got. One bead necklaces. And then that is all there is. And I am going to use the rest of these earring wires. And they're very flimsy, and then they're real bright, like a yellowish type. But when I use them on here, it's like they just look like a nice little necklace, a nice little cute necklace. And the necklaces don't look cheap. They don't look cheap at all. So this is what we got. But anyway, wanted to share that about these little earring wires and carrying on. Darlene Knight for Jerry by BDK. And guess what? I might be back, but anyway, we'll talk.